And welcome to the 10K in 30-day live webinar training. My name is Vanessa Simpkins, your host, and I'm really excited that you're here today. We're going to cover how to create 10K in the next 30 days, whether that's income for you as a new business owner, a seasoned business owner, whether you're watching because you want to create a portable, profitable business that you can take with you anywhere in the world, like I did, or if you're a mom and you want to stay home and generate, a consistent $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month income selling your services. This is going to be a very informational, jam-packed, content-filled experience. And I'm really excited that you're here. You're in the right place, whether you're a new or a seasoned business owner. And I'm excited to see you guys joining us here today. I know more people will be jumping on. If you're new to this webinar, you don't know me yet, my name is Vanessa Simpkins. My website's called takeyourpowerbacknow.com. I'm the author of these two books, From Bankrupt to $900 a Day, Selling Mops, and Take Your Power Back Now, the Ultimate Confidence Guide for Women. And I'm really excited to share with you guys really how to generate a consistent cash flow and the 5 keys, plus a little bonus, on really what's working now in the coaching sphere, how you can leverage your expertise and your time and create consistent cash flow programs that really transform people's lives and share the wisdom that you have in your heart. So we're just gonna jump on and start right away. Before we get going, I'm gonna ask, number one, just to type it in the chat room, your name and where you're from. Let me know that all this amazing technology is working. And I'll have a sip of something yummy over here. No vodka today, just orange juice. Just orange juice. So your name and where you're from in the chat box. And I'm also going to invite you to really participate today. Show up and ask questions. Turn off all of the different things that you have going on your computer. Really show up. 90% of success is showing up. And I'm here to answer all your questions for the next hour. Hey, Tracy from New Jersey. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. And there's more people showing up here. So while this plays, Christina's here from Orchard Park near Buffalo, New York. Welcome. I'm going to go ahead, now that I know you can all hear me, jump right into the slides, and I'm going to keep my eye on the chat. So if you have questions, please at any moment type them in there, and we'll get going. So you're tuning into the live 10K in 30-day Skyrocket Your Confidence and Cash Flow webinar series. Again, my name is Vanessa Simpkins, your host, and I'm so passionate about sharing with you really how to create your lifestyle and business by design. Meaning whether you're a mom and you're staying at home and you want to generate some extra income, maybe 10K is like way too much and you're like, if I could just make $5,000 a month, I could pay off some debt, save for a trip, upgrade the car, that would be cool. Or whether your goal is to really kick it up a notch and create an extra $20,000 or $30,000 this month, you will love today's webinar. And it's really a live weekly webinar that I do every week. We cover money, mindset, marketing strategies for spiritual entrepreneurs who want more confidence, cash flow, and freedom. I'm also going to be giving you a copy of my first book, From Bankrupt to $900 a Day, Selling Mops, at the end of the webinar, so stick around. This dude over here, Seth Godin, has said there are some very big ideas here for anyone who's ever sabotaged themselves on a sales call, which I think is all of us. And you know that if you're selling your services, especially for high price points and high ticket sales, there's a lot of inner work that has to happen around that. So we'll talk about that too. And I promise we're going to have a lot of fun. You'll come away with some breakthroughs, a fabulous system to generate more revenue in your business, guaranteed. And really, I want to focus on how you can create a travel lifestyle and business, because that's why I started my business. And I can tell you, if you want more adventure, if you want more freedom, if you want a business that you can really take with you and run from anywhere in the world with an internet connection, you will love this training. We talk about heart-centered sales. I work mainly with women's empowerment leaders, whether those are coaches or healers or consultants or want to be service professionals. And on this webinar, you'll discover proven sales attraction systems to help you attract high-paying clients in the next 30 days, how to get massive visibility to your offers if you're new or a seasoned business owner, how to break through your visibility blocks. Number one problem that I help entrepreneurs with, That's all the fear, the doubt, uncertainty, and overwhelm about what to do first, and how to get ultra clarity about your message and create content that's really highly engaging and positions you as an expert that people want to buy from. We'll talk about how to close more sales by being heart-centered and the importance of mastering your emotions and mindset mastery if you want to run a successful business. Quickly, I'm going to jump through just a little bit about me, not for long, but just enough to give you an understanding of where I'm coming from and the background that I'm really coming from to share with you today. I don't want to spend too long about this, so I'll just breeze through it. I am an international best-selling author. I've been featured on many television stations, Fox, ABC, CBS, NBC. I'm a speaker, trainer, mentor. I've been doing this professionally for over 6 years. My website's called takeyourpowerbacknow.com. I've been featured in a few magazines, motivated magazines, spoken on a TED stage for, I think the topic was on success many years ago. And I've hosted workshops all around the world. I've taken my business, traveled, lived in Hawaii, and I'm really sharing everything I know with you that's worked for me and my clients to generate, whether it's your first 6 figures or your next 6 figures in a short amount of time span in your business. This is my latest book, Take Your Power Back Now. It's really about a women's empowerment mindset, showing up and saying yes to your purpose, to your God-given purpose. I'm very passionate about helping women sell themselves, helping women own the value of the transformation they're providing and sell it, because this is, by the way, a business and businesses make profits. And so I believe every woman on the planet should make her own money, because then you don't have to be in a relationship or in a lousy job because of fear. And that's why most women stay. So this is what I'm sharing all around the world and on my speaking and media tours. I believe that authenticity is the new currency in business today. Your story, your mess, make it your message. It makes you very vulnerable and real. And oftentimes what you're most afraid of doing is the very thing that'll set you free, which I know was the case for me when God came knocking on my heart to empower women with sales and mindset. It was something I didn't want to do. I didn't want to share my story. And the result of really sharing my story ended creating just a phenomenal business. And I moved to Kauai, Hawaii, and I became the bikini business coach. So the bikini business lifestyle is all about really traveling and playing and having fun and, generating an income at the same time, but an income and a business that worked around my schedule, my timeline, and not the other way around. And I've led some phenomenal retreats with women, taken them to just, some of my favorite places in Hawaii. I love empowering women. This is a Soul Sister getaway event that I held here in California. I've spoken on several stages. I love to speak, I love to perform. And really, I created a business that allows me not only to teach women about sales and confidence and mindset and marketing and money and manifesting, but I created a business that allowed me for a week of every month to go and get fucking lost. Okay, lost and turn into Avatar, where I wore hardly any clothes, ran around half naked, and ate mangoes. All right, so this is a picture of the Kalalau Valley. It's an ancient spiritual Hawaiian, portals where the Hawaiians graduated, where the kahunas graduated after their 2-year apprenticeship. The Dalai Lama calls it one of the most spiritual, highly energetic vortexes in the world. I can tell you, it is the most amazing place. And I spent a week out of every month running around there half naked, chasing, mangoes and guavas and, listening to God, sleeping underneath the stars. And so that's really why I do what I do. I'm in love with life. I'm in love with adventure. I love to travel. As my boyfriend and his wonderful kids, we went back to Kauai. Alex and I did. I took him back there this summer. So I'm telling you this all because it's possible for you, no matter where you are in your life. When I first started, perhaps like some of you, I was tied to a job that I hated. I was selling mops, earning $1,000 a day, and terrified to leave because I didn't think that I could make as much money doing something I really believed in. And so I was tied to a job that I hated, that was, financially prosperous, but didn't bring me any joy. And I knew that there was a bigger purpose in life. And at the same time, those same kind of mindset gremlins kept me in a relationship that quite literally nearly killed me. And that story became the best-selling book, Take Your Power Back Now. But There was an event one night where my ex-boyfriend nearly killed me in a hotel room and I escaped, and it was, I'm not going to get into drama, but I wound up in the taxi thinking like, holy smokes, God, how did this happen to me? And the answer was, so you can help women, not fall into the same patterns. And so that story that I never wanted to tell about giving my power away, about living in fear, about not believing in myself, about not being good enough, about not being ready yet, about, all that story, and all that struggle, that really turned into an entire movement. And Take Your Power Back Now is that movement. And I'm so grateful looking back, looking back, it's really been an absolute blessing. The bankruptcy was a blessing. The abusive relationship was a blessing. So just know that wherever you are at in your life, you could be in debt, you could be living in fear, you could be in that crappy job, you could be in that crappy relationship, or you could just be kind of at a standstill in your business. Just know that there is a way out, and it's really all happening for your benefit. And I believe that if you're on this webinar, that's just even more proof that God's Source Spirit loves you, because you are in the right place. So I've had the pleasure of working with some phenomenal mentors like Wayne Dyer and Jack Canfield, and my father, who, still this day, he's passed away, but my absolute biggest inspiration. He was an artist, and he always said, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And he passed away, but he left the world a legacy of his, just a legacy, a legacy of beauty and entrepreneurship. And I think that's what we're all doing here as entrepreneurs, is creating a legacy. So let's jump into the 10K and 30-day formula. Welcome everyone who's here. Welcome Monique, Christine, Tracy. If you're new and you're just signing in, Deb is here, Karen, Vicky, welcome, welcome. And Lauren, and we'll just get going. I really have so much to share with you today, and I'm going to invite you to really participate, to show up and ask questions, be here live with us. I want to talk to you about the 5 reasons that entrepreneurs continue to struggle making money. I want to ask you to tell me which, if any of these, or maybe all of these, do you struggle the most with? Help me understand where you're at so that I can tailor today's presentation. So number 1 reason entrepreneurs continue to struggle making money is they don't have an identity. They don't know what their expertise is. Don't have an identity. What's your expertise? Number 2, don't know what you're selling, how to talk about it. Number 2. Number 3, don't have an influential offer, or it's not enticing enough. So maybe you've been, making programs but not filling them, or people are just not engaged with your offers. Number 3. Number 4, don't talk to enough people. So don't make enough offers. This could be, a marketing problem. Visibility block. Don't talk to enough people is number 4. And number 5, don't ask for the cash. So number 5 is really about sales. It's about confidence. It's about owning your values. So number 5, don't ask for the cash. That's kind of a sales block. So let me know, really show up and participate here. You will get the most out of it, actually the most out of life, if you show up and participate. Don't just hide out, but really show up and participate. Which one, if any of these or all of these, do you struggle the most with? Type it in the chat box here and let me know. Monique says, I'm in the process of improving number 4. Awesome. So this is about marketing. Good job. Tracy says, I need help with expertise. Okay, great. So this is about your message. Is that it, or is it about positioning? Let me know. And so take a look at these. We're going to jump right in. I've got 5 key areas for you to hit, a consistent cash flow. We're going to start with the first one, which is mindset. Mindset is everything. Mindset's everything. This is especially true in the beginning when I started my business. I invested in so many programs, and I just had a hobby, and it was a very expensive hobby. And such is the case with a lot of women that I work with who are stuck at a certain income level, or who are afraid to go out there and charge higher prices. They don't believe in themselves. They don't think they're ready yet. They doubt themselves. They don't believe in themselves. Maybe they've had something from the past that's plaguing their ability to move forward. And what I mean by that is, the universe is really always affirming what you believe back to you. And a belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. So if there's a thought that you made 2, 5, 10 years ago that says, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not ready yet, no matter what I do, it'll never work, I can't charge that much, who will pay that, I'm not worth that much. Those decisions are just a thought. can be plaguing, not can be, if you're not seeing what you want to show up in your business, mindset is definitely the culprit. This is what I've found after working with heart-based, spiritual women entrepreneurs over the last 6 years. So mindset is everything. And the world around you is really a projection of the thoughts that you think and the vibrations or feelings that you put out there, right? The thought comes first, then comes the feeling, then comes the law of attraction, brings it back to you. So if you can't, I've noticed, tame the gremlins, if you don't have a conscious grasp, if you're not directing your thoughts, directing your mind, directing your consciousness, none of anything that you learn will matter. I don't care how many programs you take. Mindset is the foundation for your success. And a lot of people, this, I'm not telling you anything new. If, you sabotage yourself. So you can take the best courses, but if you're not taking action, or if you don't finish what you start, or if you're not getting the results that you want, your mindset may be programmed for failure. It's not safe to take risks. All of these are decisions that need to be reprogrammed if you want to really hit your goals. So it's moving from a victim into a creator model in your life. And that happens with your ability to make decisions. This is how we wield our power. So there's only 2 instances you can have a problem in life. And you want to write these down. This is a game changer. This is simple, but is a game changer. Number 1, if you procrastinate to make a decision, therefore nothing changes, right? You continue having the same problems. You wield your power as a creator every time you make a decision. If you don't make one, nothing changes, all right? Number 2, you decide that your problems are bigger than you are, in which case you have just decided to become hopeless. So you're unable to change. You've just decided you're a victim. So your decision is everything. You wield your power with your ability to decide. Write that down. Put it on your freaking mirror, write it on your forehead, write it everywhere so you really understand that you are the creator of your life and it's happening with every decision you make. This is how you change your life. So best decision you can make, even right now, is I'm ready. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for an up level. I'm ready for 10K. Type it into the chat box. What are you ready for? What are you ready for? What are you calling in this year? All right, so let me take a look at here. I'm looking also at Vicky, who says she's starting over, creating now what I want to offer. Okay, so we're looking at what are the things that people struggle with. So that would be, I think number 3, right? Making offers. Tracy says both of those. I need help with expertise, help with deciding how to position myself. Awesome. Yep. Tracy says she's ready for 100,000 a year income. Boom, boom. Absolutely. $100,000 and then you can double it. It's the same thing with any kind of income. You hit a goal, and then, the first time you hit it, it's a little bit of a stretch, and then confidence grows and you can hit, another goal. I'm ready to turn my year income into a monthly income. Boom, boom. Love it. Congratulations. That's a wonderful goal. Yeah, I love it. Who else? What else are you deciding? What else are you deciding here today? What are you ready for? What are you calling in? All right, make that decision. I'm ready. That's really the best decision that you can make. All right. So here's a wonderful quote. I found it in Kauai when I was traveling there last summer with my boyfriend, and we stayed at this beautiful condo, and I found this in the bathroom, and I thought, man, this is so good. It says, I am the architect of my life. I build its foundation and I choose its contents. I believe I can do everything. I believe I can do everything. This might sound very cliche or like very 101 personal development, but let me tell you what I've come to understand in really helping entrepreneurs go from zero broke, I'm selling my services for $100 an hour, to I just made $20,000, $50,000 in my first 30 days working with you, Vanessa. What I've come to understand is this one idea: the belief in yourself will transform everything. It's kind of like trying to operate a car without any gas in the tank. It won't even turn on. And so we essentially, our minds are creative instruments. And so if you right from the get-go don't believe in yourself, your mind won't work, or it'll work against you. It'll create against you. So make the second decision I'm inviting you to make, after I'm ready for this, is I believe it can do it. I believe it can do it. Here's a case study. If you want to check out some amazing testimonials, this is one of the amazing testimonials I have from a client, Gabrielle Sansom. She is a beautiful example. This is a video she did in her bikini on a 3-month vacation she took with her husband in Panama. The color of this water is incredible. And she accredits her success of creating this business she can now travel with, take off for 3 months of the year, to mindset mastery and really breaking through her limitations. And so this is also possible for you when you really take your power back and become the creator of your life instead of the victim, instead of living your life by default by past decision, but really be the commander and the creator of your life. So first thing is mindset's everything. I want to write that down. Number 2, you must have a solid marketing plan. You must have a solid marketing plan. Marketing comes before sales. Marketing comes before sales, right? And it's not a sexy idea. I'm in this kind of sexy little lambskin outfit that I bought here in California. I love this freaking little lambskin outfit. But I tell you what, marketing plan, not so sexy, okay? But if you want consistent income, you got to be consistent with your marketing. You got to be consistent with your marketing. So what does that look like? This is about visibility. Marketing is about visibility, 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 and visibility is everything in your business. So a simple recipe for success: visibility plus the offers that you make equals your income. And I would put, visibility plus delivering value, because you can't just be throwing offers, but you actually have to deliver value. So visibility, delivering value plus offers equals your income. It's not hard. So if you want more money, more visibility, more value, more offers. Simple, simple, simple. So being successful in business isn't about doing a ton of things. It's about doing a few things right. And this is really a game changer. So a marketing plan is one of those things. And what I mean by a marketing plan is something that you stick to every single month. You know that on Mondays, you do this. On Tuesdays, you do that. On Wednesdays at this time to this time, this happens, all right? So my clients, we work on their marketing plan. What does that look like? Well, maybe it's a weekly or a monthly webinar. It's consistent, all right? Maybe it's a 30-day video challenge. Hands down, my favorite way for non-techie women to be visible, deliver value, make offers, and attract high-paying clients in less than 5 minutes a day. What the heck is that about? So I help my clients with what I call a 30-day video challenge. If you got visibility blocks, honey, this is your ticket out. This is your ticket past everything that stands in your way. Because when you do a 30-day video challenge, it's basically a video a day for 30 days. You film it on your iPhone, no screen things, no teleprompters, no microphones. Open the damn iPhone, whatever it is, your smartphone, shoot a video, selfie style, upload it to Facebook, where, by the way, you can find any and every person you ever wanted to. And get really drilled down. Really, you can find women who live in Las Vegas who practice yoga and drive a Mercedes. On Tuesdays, eat yogurt at this frickin' restaurant if you wanted to. Okay, so Facebook ads lets you target just about anyone. And so making these videos helps you really own your expertise. You can practice different offers. You can find out what people are really interested in. You can invite them to have a sales call with you. You can be seen as the expert. You break through your visibility blocks and you really start getting engagement. You actually start making offers. People see you consistently and they're like, wow, where's her video today? Where is she? I haven't seen her. And it's a great way, simple, easy, fast, free way you can start getting massive visibility, deliver value, and make offers. And hey, you might use these videos later on to, I don't know, add them in your bonuses or something, right? Super, super, super. Here's a client, Janique Lemieux, her first 30 days, she was selling retreat spaces. Just signed up at participant number 4, only 2 spots left. That brings my month up to 16,000. How's that for her first month? Pretty cool. A few days later, she says, hey, already in October, another 6,000 in sales. That's like 22,000 in sales in her first 30 days. Not bad. Not bad at all from a 30-day video challenge. So what else could go into your marketing plan? So what about speaking in workshops? Maybe you want to speak at other people's events or host your own workshop, maybe once or twice or 3 times per month. Maybe you want to include posting daily to Instagram or Facebook. What is your strategy? And how are you using events in your marketing? Event-based marketing works. This is an event, right? It's an event. It starts at this time. It ends at this time. A workshop is the same kind of event. A 30-day video challenge is an event that goes for 30 days. What kind of events are you using in your marketing? And do you have that plan? I'm just curious here. Go ahead and type it in the chat bar. Go ahead and type in with me, what's your marketing plan? Are you clear on that? Do you still need help with that? Is that like, holy smokes, a whole other world for you? Or are you like, I'm doing it, doesn't work? Like, where are you at? Let me know. Vicky says, I'm ready. I am ready to share with others. I love that. It's a great decision. All right. So Tracy says she's working on it now, working on your marketing plan. Awesome. Very cool. All right. So clarity is power. Oftentimes entrepreneurs are not clear on their marketing plan and they've got 5,000 things going. There's Periscope, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's this. They want to jump on this, jump on that, and they're just giving up before they actually master one thing. So my invitation is to pick one horse, ride the pony across the finish line, and then get another one. So you're riding 2 horses. So one thing at a time. Don't dig shallow holes, but really dig deep and create a good foundation. Be consistent, pick one pony, and that's clarity, what to do first and consistently, and that's going to give you the best results. So the third key here, first one's mindset, second one's having a marketing plan, third one is a sales attraction system. You need a sales attraction system. What the hell is that? It's a way to generate leads and turn those leads into sales consistently. So stop trying to wing it. You really need a no-fail system to weed out the looky-loos from the serious buyers. I'll tell you right now, I generated my income by selling high-ticket programs, whether they were one-on-one or highly leveraged mastermind and group programs. We're going to get into that in just a minute, really specifics of these programs, and I'm open to any questions about them. But in order to do that, it requires, a conversation. And it requires really understanding sales. And so you don't want to talk to people who aren't qualified. You just don't want to waste your freaking time, right? So a sales attraction system helps you weed out these people. You stop wasting time talking to people who aren't a right fit, and you only talk to people who are serious and really ready to buy from you. So what does this mean for your business? It means that you end up closing 90% of the people that you do speak with on the phone into your programs, guaranteed. How cool would that be? Here's one of my clients, Sharon Cohn. She had this amazing idea of vision, as many entrepreneurs do, vision for a one-day women's empowerment event. She was a naturopath. She wanted to move into more coaching, self-love with her clients, and she didn't have a sales attraction plan. She was very skeptical. How is this going to work? Have this big vision, terrified to do this. I'm going to raise my hand. I was terrified to run my business, terrified. Being called to do this whole movement. Are you kidding me? And I helped her create and craft a sales attraction system to go out and speak at different events. And she filled the room. She hustled. She got her ass in gear. She did an amazing job. And now she's done 2 of these. She's got retreats happening in South America. She's gone to Costa Rica. I remember she said, Vanessa, next year I want to be in Costa Rica like you are. And sure enough, who is there in Costa Rica? Sharon. So get a sales attraction system. Get a sales attraction system. If you don't have one, you need one. That's a way to generate leads and turn them into high-paying clients. So that's the third key. Number 4, get clear on your high-end programs. Get clear on your high-end programs. Now, people struggle with this. Oh my God, my clients struggle with this, as I really push people to charge premium prices. When you charge premium prices, when you create a high-end program, you give better value, there are higher price points, there are better results. Everybody wins. It's a win across the board. People get better results working with you over a longer period of time. And what I mean by this is a 6-month, a 9-month, a 12-month program. all right? You get more committed people, better quality clients who take action. They are so much more fun to work with. And you honor yourself. You charge what you're worth. You step it up a level. I mean, think about how long you've been learning and studying and investing in yourself. It's probably been, my guess, a lifetime. You should charge for that. All right. And a lot of women have a hard time owning what they're worth and selling it, especially when it comes time to, oh my God, I'm going to make a $5,000 or $10,000 sale. Holy shit. You know, I don't know if people are going to pay that. Oh my God. It just sends off all the red alerts. That's why I love teaching women about sales, because it concocts all kinds of inner gremlins about self-worth and deservingness and worthiness. And holy smokes, man, you want to get personal development 101, start charging, start creating high-end programs. You're going to see all the gremlins are going to come out, right? But when you master this, you really create a consistent income, because you can have people on payment plans, right? So high-end programs is definitely the way you want to go. Let's look at two options right now. All right, you can do the one-to-one high-end coaching model. Now, this is something I recommend only if you've never sold a coaching package before. If you're a healer, if you want to move into coaching, or if you're really a new coach, you want to get some experience, some confidence under your belt. And I encourage you to offer, a 6-month one-on-one program. It's $6,000, or maybe you offer it for $3,000 and you take 3 clients like that and you move it up, right? Take 3 clients and double it, get your confidence going. And if you always give people a little discount if they pay in full, so $5,000 instead of $6,000, or maybe $2,500 if they pay in full. And you want to give them an hour. I'm giving you actually some best practices now. I always like to give people really, not just theory, but here's how the thing works. So, you want to coach people maybe once a week, have the last week of the month off. That way, hey, if you want to go travel and be an avatar and eat mangoes in the jungle, you can, right? And also because you don't always want to be working in your business. You want to create and establish a system right from the get-go that you have some time to work on your business. Okay, a real business owner does that. Always working on systems and leveraging. So think of it this way, okay? If you just have 2 or 3 of these one-on-one programs, right? Let's say you get 2 clients at $5,000. You're really close to hitting your goal if they pay you in full. Right? If you want to generate 10K a month, maybe it's 2 or 3 clients that pay in full, or maybe it's 10 clients that are paying you $1,000 a month. You don't need 50 and 100 and 200 sales. Okay? You don't need that. And really in the beginning, this is what you need to be doing, actually, instead of building all kinds of high-end fancy online systems when you don't know what the hell you're selling. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now, that's a waste of frickin' time. Don't do that. I'm just going to tell you what it's like. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm going to give you my 2 cents. I know it works. I know how to build entrepreneurs' confidence, and this works. Okay, so if you're new to high ticket sales, you've never sold coaching before, this is what you do. Now, if you are in our coach, you've been doing the one-on-one model, you're tired of it, you don't do it anymore, you want to start an online group mastermind program. What the hell is that? Okay, this is the best program in the world. I run one right now. It's $15,000 for 9 months, and it's full and you can't join it. It's that good. Yeah. So basically what it is a great way to deliver awesome value to your clients, awesome value in the marketplace. You build a phenomenal community, and it's highly leveraged, meaning it doesn't eat up all your time. So if you're kind of burnt by this one-on-one coaching model, this is the way to go. So what does it look like? Well, it's an online group mastermind. Well, what the hell does that mean? So you've got a Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group. You can host a weekly group call where you get on and answer your clients' questions. You create a lot of accountability. You post your content onto a membership site. So membership site, mine, for example, has 8 modules and a mindset module. It's all of the best content that I've ever shared with my high-end clients. I put it all on there, okay? Week by week by week. So clients get access to that, and then they show up in the group Facebook, and they show up on the live calls, and they get to ask you questions. They get to interact with you, the master, the mentor, live. And this is what people want. It's highly, highly valuable, okay? And it takes you away out of the one-on-one model. And if you want to really get, if you really want to dig deep, you can give people maybe a 1-hour private call per month. So think about it. If you've got 10 or 20 people in there and you're charging them $1,000 a month, there's your 10, 20, $30,000 consistently. You don't need a ton of sales, right? And I would say start with a 6-month or a 9-month program, and really work it that way. So look at this, right? Consistent income on monthly payment plans. If you got 20 people paying you $1,000 a month, that's 20 grand. And you know what? For most people, that's a really nice income. You can turn around and focus on automation from there, turn around and focus on all kinds of things, growing your business. You actually have the money to do the kind of things you want to do. Take trips, pay off your debt, put your kids through school, whatever the heck you want to do. Okay, this really is the fastest way to, create not just income, but deliver value. It's an amazing, fun experience to have a community like that. People love it. It really supports them, and it honors your time. You can do it from anywhere in the world, and or from your kitchen coffee table like I do here. All right, and be home for your kids. My boyfriend's got 3 kids. Supper time is really important. Homework time is really important. I don't really want to travel so much anymore, so that works too if you're a mom. So my program, Tracy says, is $1,000 for 6 months, one-on-one. Oh shit, that's why you got problems, man. No one's going to pay you that because it's ridiculous. Think about this. I just had a conversation with a client in my mastermind that you got to charge premium prices. Otherwise, no one's going to take you seriously. I mean, if you're that good, you wouldn't charge $1,000 for 6 months one-on-one. It might be hard to digest, but it's time to up level, man. You got to up level. You gotta. People pay for things that are worth it, and especially if it's your one-on-one time, Tracy. So my invitation for you is to really up the ante. Awesome. Okay. So any questions about high-end programs? Go ahead, post them in the chat. Like I said, creating high-end programs, holy shit, gonna bring up all your inner junk, man. I can't charge that much. Who am I? I'm not worth it, not ready yet. Who am I to be the expert? They might reject me. They may judge me. I'm no good at sales. I get overwhelmed. I can't do it. Oh my God. So I'm curious, we do a lot of mindset. I'm a huge proponent of mindsets. It's really why my clients succeed. And I'm curious, I'm gonna open up the invitation here, open up the vulnerability space. What do you struggle with? What's your number one mindset gremlin when it comes time, when you think about charging, high-end prices? Go ahead and type that in the chat box. Is it any of these ones? Is it another one? I remember the first time I found a gremlin. This was way back when I was a bartender and I was driving this shitty car and I had just come back from living in Thailand. I spent my 20s in Southeast Asia teaching English in Japan, and I lived in a beach hut bungalow in Thailand doing yoga for 3 hours every morning before breakfast with this guy that looked like Osama bin Laden. Then I went to these full moon parties, and I had a freaking really amazing life. I traveled. And I don't want to travel anymore, but I did. I have traveled. So I remember I came back, I started bartending, and I drove this shitty car, and I had this gremlin. I found it. It was crazy. And the gremlin was, you can't be spiritual and rich. And I was like, that is such a load of crap. Anyways, got rid of that gremlin and bought a new car, and really started a whole new life. So anybody have any gremlins here? Any of these ones that you struggle with when it comes time to charging more, when you think about high-end programs? Go ahead, type them in the chat box. Here's a testimonial. Maggie, she adopted this high-end group leveraged program method. You can watch her video at the website, takeyourpowerbacknow.com/testimonials. She's a mom. She's got 2 young babies, 1 and 3. And she's like, I just want to work 12 hours a week. right? So she jumped on and created a high-end program, super happy, raised her rates. And so this is possible for you too, even if you're a mom and you can't travel, even if you don't have a ton of time. This really is one of the best models. And I highly recommend it if you're a coach or a healer, or if you're a wannabe coach. Okay, so I'm actually going to back it up a bit. I'm going to take this off of I'm reading Monique's here. I offer Vital Touch Retreats, 3-month program to English native speaking 40+ busy moms who long for more me time. Yay! So they can experience a more relaxed expat stay in Netherlands. That sounds yummy and juicy. And she's also awesome. So thank you for sharing. You know, it seems to be a really big issue. Like, oh my gosh, can I be spiritual and make a lot of money? Is that okay? So thank you for sharing that. Yes, it absolutely is. I feel that, you know, when you make more money, you can offer so much more to your clients. You can be a better example. You can deliver a better experience. So it's actually really great. There's nothing wrong with making a ton of money and being spiritual. I'm going to answer a few questions now. Vicky, where can I find my people that see the truth in my expertise? Yep, gremlins. Right, okay. So where can I find my people that see the truth in my expertise? Okay, so maybe you've been making offers to people and they're just not the right people. So it sounds like it might be a little bit a mix of a marketing challenge in there too. Christine, when something good happens, I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Shit, yeah, gremlin. Demon. Yeah, it's a demon. I can't have anything good without risking having it taken away. Shit, we got to turn that one around. I recently last year, so I met the love of my life last year, and for 5 years prior to that, I was dating all these, I would call them trolls. And I looked inside and I found this gremlin that said, you can't have everything. You can't have everything you want. And I was like, oh, terrible, after doing all this mindset work, right? So I turned that around. I'm irresistible to my divine mates. I absolutely can have everything that I want. And I'm engaged to the man of my dreams by October 11th. And I met Alex 10 days later, a man who's totally willing to get married, wants to have kids, is everything I ever dreamed of, and more. So awesome that you've picked this gremlin. Now you got to turn it around. And when you do, amazing things come to find you really fast, because we're creating everything. So thank you here for sharing your gremlins. And so I want to talk to you now a little bit about, we talked about the mindset, talked about marketing plan. Number 3, sales attraction system. 4, getting clear on your ideal high-end programs. Number 5, I want to talk to you about sales. Number 5 is all about mastering high-ticket sales, mastering the sales conversation. And right here, this is where people are going, I've had clients tell me, like, I want to cancel the call. I'm like, I'm going to cancel this. It brings up like so much anxiety and resistance and fear, and it's just, right? This is really where the transformation happens. And so there's a few, I want to share with you just a few nuggets to hopefully inspire, you know, a transformation. And think of it this way, you know, if you had the best freaking chocolate cake recipe in the world, which I have, by the way, my Aunt Simon makes this chocolate zucchini cake. It's like the bomb. And the kids are like, zucchini, ew, right, in a cake. But I'm telling you, the most moist, phenomenal chocolate cake in the world. Wouldn't you, if you had that, wouldn't you want to tell everybody? Wouldn't you want everybody to experience? And of course, I mean, some people are going to be like, shut it. I am into vanilla. I do not want chocolate. Chocolate is gross. And okay, cool. But what about all the people who are freaking chocolate lovers and have never experienced the freaking best chocolate cake recipe in the world? So you've got to own that. You've got to own that, that confidence about your service, your products. You have to. It has to happen. You have to come to your sales conversations with that, because that's what people buy. They buy the confidence with which you have about the transformation, the product, the service that you're selling. And people don't want to make mistakes. So, you know, you really have to own that. And if you did have the best, you know, chocolate cake recipe, wouldn't you want to share it with everybody? Right? Wouldn't you want to tell everybody? So if you don't have that yet, that's definitely something to work on. All right. And the other nugget I can tell you about sales and overcoming all the demons that, you know, happen with sales is that It's not about manipulative. It's not about contorting. It's not about, pushy, or it's none of that. Sales is about helping people come to the decision of whether or not they want to help themselves and change. End of story. So I use this example, when you want to become spiritual, for example, you want to get on a plane and go and fly and meet the Maharishi. Well, you ain't gonna freaking sprout wings and fly, okay? I'm all into manifesting and shit, but you ain't gonna grow wings. That's not gonna happen. You're gonna have to buy a plane ticket. You can ask your uncle, go to the bank and get a loan for a plane ticket, but you are gonna have to, or somebody's gonna have to pay for you to get on that damn plane, right? You can win the ticket, but somebody somewhere is gonna pay for that, right? And so, nothing happens without that commission, that commitment, that decision. And sales is really just inviting people to make that decision. And some people are going to say, no, great, who cares? There's nothing pushy about that. But the transformation doesn't happen until you get on that plane. So nothing happens until the sale is made. And you're actually doing people a disservice by not inviting them into a deeper transformation with you. When you really own what you got, it's not a problem. So look at sales in the form of, I'm really serving people. You're not taking their money and running away with it too. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not what's happening here. You're really delivering a value and you're serving. And I can tell if you're on this webinar, it's really a calling for you. That's God's source spirit. It's, knocking on you to like show up in a bigger way and really own that. All right. So some few nuggets, takeaways here about sales that I want to share with you. So that's number 5, mastering the sales conversation. All right, so we're going to jump back in here to the slides. And again, I want to invite you, if you have any questions or comments about sales, about anything that we're discussing, please go ahead and type those in the chat box. I need to hit this present to everyone button. I'm learning this. Okay, hit it. There you go. Okay, so we talked about mastering sales. The next key, this is actually a bonus, is consistency. And this is where good leaders become great leaders. Consistency. Anybody can start a race, whole different ball game to finish the dang thing, okay? Consistency builds a know, like, and trust factor with your audience. With yourself, you build integrity. If you don't have integrity, you really don't believe in yourself, and your business will not last. Your business is just an extension of that. With consistency with your marketing plan, you build momentum. One of my clients is now being invited to speak everywhere. She's like, oh my God, I have to like filter where I'm going to speak at. Of course you are. Yeah, this is what happens when you are consistent. It keeps you the top of people's mind because people are watching you. Here's one of my clients, Karen. She got started, and she's just been doing amazing mindset work. Now she's a speaker. She's doing workshops. She's consistent everywhere. People are showing up. She's owning her value. She just did a webinar the other week. She's having just phenomenal results. And it's really about showing up. 90% of success is showing up. She actually got started just to work on mindset. And she loved it so much. She had such an incredible breakthrough. She became a mindset coach. It's really just an amazing journey that we all have here. What happens, what blossoms when we show up, when we commit, when we say yes to that. I believe it's this knocking in our heart. I believe it's God's calling, to show up, to do something. Where does that come from? I think we all have a calling, especially entrepreneurs. We're very different people. We don't take the safe route, the 9-to-5 job. At some point that becomes really crippling, and we ache to do something much bigger. So my invitation is to show up and just say yes, to that whole journey. It is an amazing journey. It can be terrifying. It requires risk. It requires investment. It requires learning. It requires growth. It requires stretching outside your comfort zone. And it's so freaking worth it. It is so worth it. So my question for you right now, after watching this webinar, is to really take an honest look at your life, at your business, and ask yourself, how much time are you really spending in survival mode? And I mean, To me, anything that's not growth is actually survival mode. To me, you're going forward or you're going backwards. You're going expanding or you're, falling into fear and you're collapsing. There's only love and fear. There's one direction or the other. You know what I mean? And so by that, I mean, is your business where you want it to be? And really, what's it, if the answer is no, and I'm assuming, if your business was doing great, you wouldn't be on this webinar, right? You'd be doing other things, right? You'd be out traveling, you'd be hustling in your business. You'd be, working on it. You wouldn't be learning about it. So my question is, what's it really costing you every single month not to have these, 5 keys in place? What's it costing you in terms of your peace of mind? What's it costing you in terms of the money that's left on the table every month? Or not just that, but the impact in the world that you could be making by sharing your superpower, your gifts with people. That feeling of fulfillment, what's that costing you every year to stay in a job or to stay in an income bracket where you got to go shopping and freaking use coupons, or, you know what I mean? You can't go and buy the nice clothes or the cars that you want. That's the first thing I did when I started making money. Up level a car, move to freaking here, live in a nice home. What's it costing you? What's it costing you in terms of your confidence, right? I mean, for people that don't have a sales attraction system, really it's a very dangerous place because, then you start doubting, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't do this. What's it costing you in terms of time you can spend with your family and the type of parent that you can be to your child? If you're always working at a job that you don't like, or if you're always just struggling, hard in your business without the financial rewards that you deserve, what's that really costing you? And to really just take a radically honest look at that. Now that's my invitation for you, because then you can make a new decision around it, right? Here's one of my favorite quotes. Education consists not so much of knowledge, but of knowledge effectively and persistently or consistently applied. People are not paid merely for what they know, but more particularly for what they do with what they know. And this is by Napoleon Hill, one of the most famous authors of all time, author of Think and Grow Rich. And it applies here to us here at this webinar. I mean, I've shared with you some amazing information. What are you going to do with it? It's not about just gathering information. It's about action, right? And so right now you have a choice. You've been watching this webinar. You've been taking some notes, hopefully. And you can say, Vanessa, thanks so much. This is great. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to start taking action. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to stumble up against some blocks. You're going to try and wing it on your own, and you are going to stumble against some blocks. Or you could say, you know what? I'm really ready to do something different. And Vanessa, it sounds like you know what you're doing. And, I'm interested to take a look at your chocolate cake recipe, telling you I have the best chocolate cake recipe for spiritual entrepreneurs. So now you know, right, that the mindset, the marketing plan, the sales attraction system, having your clarity about your high-end program, mastering sales, this is what creates the consistent 10K income. And you can do it very quickly. We just saw you can do it in as little as 30 days. A lot of my clients do much more than that. But that's really the formula. These are the pieces that you have to have in place. And it's not a ton of work once you get this down. You know what I mean? And once you have your sales attraction system in place and you do your consistent marketing and you got the right mindset, man, you're going to enroll people left and right. And pretty soon your programs will be full. And you guys, you don't need a ton of sales. You don't need 50, 100 sales. You need maybe 5 or 10. Anybody can do that, okay? You can do that. And that's really what your 10K looks like. That's how you get it. So I have the most amazing program, like I said, for spiritual entrepreneurs. It's called my 10K in 30-day program, and it is an 8-module step-by-step blueprint. It's the best of the best content that I've only ever shared with my private clients. They paid me up and over $15,000 to gain access to. And like I told you, it's really the best chocolate cake recipe. I've been doing this for many years, and it's for you if you want to generate consistent income by selling coaching or consulting services, high-end programs, and masterminds. I'm only going to do this for 20 people. I'm kind of testing this out. I've never shared this before, so I'm really opening the door for 20 lucky people to gain access to my program. And it's really the exact same method that I shared with my private mastermind members, just only at a lot more affordable price, which is cool. So what it is, it's basically 8 video trainings that you walk through how to get your mindset calibrated for wealth. There's actually 9, I should change it. It's 9 modules. We have a whole separate module all about mindset. And really, you know, it takes you through the most common gremlins and how to turn those around so that you're really aligned to receive wealth. It's very important. Remember, mindset's everything. You get my proven scripts and templates, easy fill in the blank templates for creating packages, sales scripts, you know, marketing plans. Everything is laid out for you. My favorite resources and even my best practices for how to keep my clients happy in my programs. It's really all there for you. Plus, you get the Radical Honesty Workshop. It's the easiest, fastest way to uncover your gremlins and to transform them and to install new beliefs into your subconscious. It's really the fastest, quickest way. You don't need to be on a couch for 12 years with a psychologist. You just need to ask your mind a few questions in the right order. Super simple, highly effective right there. So if you're serious about having a real profitable business, not a hobby income, but a real consistent 10K or more business per month, really consistently, this is for you. And it's okay if you're scared. I get it. But really, guys, when I mastered this, this is what changed absolutely, you know, the entire field for me and for my clients. So it's okay if you're scared. Now, I can help you, but you must be willing to follow directions. I'll give you the exact recipe, right? The exact step-by-step system for this awesome chocolate cake recipe. You know, 2 eggs, 2 cups of sugar. But, you know, and it's the same system that I've taken hundreds of people through in the last 6 years, but you got to take action on it, right? So take responsibility for your own success. My job is to show you the recipe. Your job is to take action on it. So this is a Skyrocket Your Confidence and Cash Flow 10K in 30-day program. It's really the place for women, for spiritual women entrepreneurs to prosper. And this is what it looks like inside the program. You've got your 8 modules, the mindset module, and the module 1's all about how do you understand what your message is and who are your clients and what problems do you solve for your clients profitably. And we also go through a phenomenal process in there called owning your value. Holy smokes, the place to start. Module 2 is all about visibility and generating leads. I've got some of the best trainings in there, Facebook ads trainings from some of the ninja warrior Facebook ad chicks that have been in my program. And you also get access to my 30-day video challenge. You know, if you want to start for free, gaining, you know, visibility and traction, you also get access to my workshop profit secret system. It's a whole other program for generating workshops. Module 3, you get all the templates for how to create your one-on-one packages or a highly leveraged online mastermind like we talked about. What are they called? How much do you charge? What are the payment plans? You need to get clear on all of that. So what you do in Module 3. Module 4, you get access to this, my sales script. I've been using this I'm tweaking on it and working it for 6 years. And this is really how to get 90% of the people you talk to really say yes to your offers and how to handle sales objections and how to really talk about sales. That's all in Module 4. I believe that if you get this module, it pays for everything. End of story. That's it. Module 4 is worth the entire price of the whole thing. Module 5 is how to position yourself as an expert. So many of my clients write books or they become authors of, or you know, they start their own online programs. So how to really position yourself. Module 6 is about networking and joint ventures. Module 7, how to craft a website that people actually, you know, use. So not just a fancy pants, expensive, nice, shiny thing, but something that actually, you know, attracts leads and turn those leads into paying clients. You even get access to some of my autoresponder series. You know, that's what you put into you know, your lead generation funnel in order to convert leads into sales. And finally, Module 8, you got your entire sales attraction system running, and of course, some of my best resources and bonuses. So that's what it looks like inside the program. That's what you get access to. So that's really, you know, the best recipe I can give you to help you hit 10K in the next 30 days. And I want to ask you, you know, what would that mean for you in your business, in your life, if you could do that? What would that look like for you? Would that mean, you know, just a lot more breathing room? Would you pay off debt? Would you buy a new computer? Would you, I don't know, hire an assistant? Would you go on a trip? You know, like, what would I really want to get you to, you know, inviting you to really take that on as not just like, oh my God, a pie in the sky, woo, fancy wish, but a reality. What would that mean for you? What would you do? How would your life be different? Would you buy a house? Would you buy a new car? Would you, send your kids to private school? Maybe you're like me and you'd buy another dog or a horse. I'm a crazy animal lover, like, would you go and buy a couple plane tickets? Would you surprise your husband or your wife on a trip? What would you do? So here's another graduate of the program. She, Lisa could tell, a lot of people are telling me, well, if I could make 5,000 a month, that'd be cool. Some people are like, listen, lady, I'm really at the next level. I really want to generate, 20,000 or 30,000 a month. So it really all has to do with mindset. Lisa says here, it was such a big decision for me to invest money in the business and myself. I know it's many people here in this group. However, just signed a deal to run a year-long leadership program for the pricey sum of £37,000. That's like $50,000. Overall, feels like a brilliant opportunity to shine. Thanks so much for all your help. So she said, she signed up in mid-October last month. So there you go. It's a testimonial. Anything is possible. If you think 10,000 is not, enough, try 50,000, and try that one on for size. So you also get the workshop Profit Secret System. Like I said, it's basically what I learned on the MOP stage, how to sell 100,000 plus in high-end coaching or consulting out of the back end of the room. And it's something that I created, something I took from 4 years of doing live direct selling, kind of like that ShamWow guy that sold ShamWows on TV while I sold mops on live stages. So you get everything in there, including, oh my gosh, scripts on offers and audios and how do you seed your offer, and just amazing juju goodies in there. You also get access to the 30-day video challenge. It's a 5-video training series for how to do it, how to make offers, the best offers to make, best places to share your videos. How do you create a video? What order does your content go in? What should you talk about? How does it work? All of that's included as well. And the I Am a Conscious Creator Mindset Mastery course, hands down, my ultimate favorite right here. And this is really what everything is based off of. So it's a way to uncover your gremlins and turn them around. You get access to the actual worksheet, a list of affirmations, 2 audios, I think a Summit interview that I did about the process, and a webinar I also did, training that really takes you through the entire process. And it's very simple and direct. So remember this is the exact same system that my high-end clients have used to generate. I mean, you've seen the testimonials, some of them 24,000 in a little 30 days, or 50,000 in 30 days. Forget about 10K. Really, I believe anything is possible when you get out of your own way and you make over your mindset and follow a proven system. Anything is possible. So the investment, let's talk about that. What my clients have earned, 10, 20, 50K months in consistent cash flow moving forward, rinse and repeat, right? You guys learn this, you have it for life. My clients spend to work with me a minimum of $10,000 to $15,000. And like I said, my program is full. So even if you wanted to work with me, I'd have to put you on a waiting list. And currently there's a 9-month waiting list before the space opens up. Your investment for this program is just $2,997. So $3,000. Think of this. You get the entire membership site with all of the process, the exact 10K in 30-day formula for just $3,000 US. That means if you attract one client, it's paid for itself. And my guarantee is that if you get this program and you don't feel it's the best investment you've made in your business, I will instantly refund your tuition and give you 30 days to try it out. And if you're not 1,000% in love with it, you get your money back. That's how confident I am that this formula works. You're going to love it or your money back. So here's a quick testimony. I just grabbed this off of Facebook. One of the members in the program says, hey, just love your gift. Want to say thank you. Also want to personally thank you for your program, your coaching. Yeah, you're over delivering. This is one of the best, if not the best investments I've ever made. And that's my intention here, to really help you kick your confidence, kick your cash flow up to the next level, and give you everything that I possibly can, to help you make that big shift in your business. Here's another client, Susanna Kennedy, another graduate. Vanessa over-delivered on her promise. What does it say here? Let me just skip to it. Vanessa's challenge is 10K in 30 days, but my results have been double that. She made $20,000 her first month, second month, and third month, same thing, same thing. And her husband invited me to have supper with them for Thanksgiving. I thought it was so awesome. One of my favorite experiences. I think that one of my biggest highs, really, a client's husband says, we're giving thanks, because of your program this year. So this wouldn't be a webinar without a fast action bonus. So if you're one of the first 10 people to sign up today, if you're watching this webinar, maybe if you're watching the replay, if this is still up and you see the button and it still works, it means it's still available. I'm going to cut the price, not just in half, I'll do better than that. So your investment will be just $997. $997 US, that's $1,000. Think of this for a second. You get a proven system that I've been tweaking and working on for the last 6 years, what people have paid to gain access to over $15,000 for just $1,000, right? And this is really the best thing that I can give you now. Like I said, my online mastermind program where I work, coaching and consulting people, it's full. You can't get in there, but I can give you access to the content. You can follow the system. You can do the mindset work. You can do, you can get access to the workshop profit secret system, the entire thing for just $1,000. And to do that, you want to go to this website, takeyourpowerbacknow.com/sale. And you'll see a web page there. Takeyourpowerbacknow.com/sale. Again, the first 10 people, I'll do the $997 deal on. And I'm just going to do this for 20 people. Here's another one of the graduates. Vanessa's 10K program, 10K in 30 days, a real deal. My first month, over 16,000 in sales. A month isn't even over yet. So these are the kind of results you can get. You just follow the recipe. This really is, I think, the best chocolate cake recipe for spiritual women entrepreneurs. Go ahead and check out some of the testimonials on my site. It's another client. She used the workshop profit secret system. She just posted in the group today that she's got 2 speaking events today. She's converting, I think, 17 out of 30 people registered to have a sales call with her at her last event. She's doing amazing. So you're welcome to go and check out all those testimonials. If you want to go ahead, if you want to take action, if you want to get a hold of the program today, it is on sale for the first 10 people. It's just $1,000 US. And I'm going to type in the website here, takeyourpowerbacknow.com/sale. That'll open the sales page where you can get that at a discount. And if you're watching this webinar and you go to that website and it's not available anymore, well, it means that I've reached the 10 people, so it'll just cut out on you. Okay, so a few more testimonials. Here's Sharon. You've seen her testimonials. Nicole, my best week yet, 8K. All of this is possible for you. And again, it's really, you got to be able to get out of your comfort zone. I know some people might be reading this thinking, oh my God, this sounds great, but holy smokes, it's scary. I get it. But that's where the magic happens. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to do something different if you want different results. And here's a picture of my sister and I bungee jumping. Holy smokes, in New Zealand. She's an adventure tour guide. But really, nothing happens until you make a decision. You got to, take that flying leap. And my invitation for you and my advice for people, especially people who want to hire, a coach or consultant or, to get help in their businesses, learn from someone who's done it before. Learn from someone who's done it before. And if you want to really create more profitability in your business, if you want more time freedom, this program will help you do that. And I hope that my presentation today has helped you really get a little bit more clarity about how you can do that, right? So nothing happens until you make a decision. Remember, that's how you wield your power. So take risks and always follow your intuition and let love guide you, not fear. Not fear, love guide you, right? Love is that, gosh, I know I need to do this feeling. Fear is, oh my God, what happens if it'll fail? What happens if I fail? Oh my God, rah, 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 rah. That voice, my intuition, my knowing is that voice is probably why you're still in the situation you are in today. Don't listen to that anymore. You got to do something different to get different results. So just remember, everything in your life is a reflection of a choice you have made. If you want a different result, you got to make a different choice. And again, if you want my chocolate cake recipe for how to grow your business, you can go to takeyourpowerbacknow.com/sale. If you're one of the first 10 people today, you get it at an amazing $1,000. That's the membership site. And you get lifetime access to that with all of the training, the 10K and 30-day formula, the mindset mastery training in there as well, how to grow your business with a 30-day video challenge, the workshop profit secret system, and everything else we spoke about. All right, so I'm going to go over here and open it up for questions. So go ahead and type if you have any questions here in the chat box. And I'd love to gift you, everyone here watching, a copy of my book. So I'm going to also share with you how you can pick up a copy of my ebook, From Bankrupt to $900 a Day, Selling Mops. It comes with over $500 worth of really cool bonuses, some trainings. This is my first book. And in order to get it, just go ahead and type into the chat box your biggest aha. What is your biggest takeaway from today? What's your biggest aha? What's one thing that you learned, one thing that you gleaned from the training that you are either going to implement, or it's new, something you learned, or something that you're going to do? Maybe it's a mindset tip, maybe it's a training tip or sales tip. What's one thing that you're going to implement? Go ahead and type in a chat box and I'll share with you how you guys can pick this up for free. I'm going to have some orange juice because I'm thirsty now. So Vicky says, thank you, Vanessa. I enjoyed your webinar. Monique, thank you so much for your highly valuable information and your piece of chocolate cake recipe. Yeah, I know my aunt makes this amazing. I should include that. If anybody buys today, or whoever buys today, you're also going to get access to my aunt's chocolate zucchini cake recipe. Trust me, that thing is worth $1,000 on its own. Teresa says, my value, that's her big aha. Awesome. Monique, I like that you're doing a 30-day video challenge. Yep. Boom, boom. Awesome sauce. Okay. So I'm going to type in here, if you're still watching the webinar, I told you, if you stay to the end, you're going to get access to my book. So take your power back and type it in here. You're going to be live on the call, guys. Sorry. Otherwise, you won't get access to it. But there's the link. And think you've got it there. If you go ahead and click that, it'll take you to an opt-in page. You can pick up this book. It comes with over $500 worth of really cool bonuses. It's a book about how to overcome your fear of rejection, fear of failure. A lot of coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs, network marketers love this book. And it's really about sales and spirituality and how I took my mindset from bankrupt to really generating $1,000 plus per day selling mops, which is actually really powerful right now, because I think there's a woman who's doing this whole video on, it's the whole movie, I watched it this weekend, all about, it's called Joy, and she's a mop. Anyway, she like started this huge, massive business selling mops on QVC. Anyways, oh, that was great. People were like, you got to watch this movie. All right, guys, so there are no more questions. I love you. Have an amazing day, and catch us next week for the 10K and 30-day live confidence in cash flow training. And I want to thank you for being here. You know what? 90% of success is showing up, and there are 10,000 other places you could be, and you are here today, whether you're here live or watching the replay. So I want to thank you for that, and keep showing up. All right, guys, until next time, mwah, I love you very much. Have a great day.